It is July 31st, Friday, 2026. Time of day is 0:26 hours. Zero dark, 26 hours. Fucking. All right, there are a couple of things I want to log down in this journal entry, and I don't want to take too long doing it. Because once again, I am ending up down here a lot later than I wanted to. I wasn't going to do it. I was going to skip it again. But fucking no. I mean, can't do that shit all the time. Anyway, a couple nights ago, night after last, it was about 3 something in the morning. I couldn't sleep or wasn't sleeping, I don't know. But I wanted to sleep. But I knew I couldn't. So I got out, left the room, came down, went in the back, on the back porch outside and had a cigarette. So it was like somewhere a little after 3. I go out and I see to the left in the sky, big orange full fucking moon. Full moons affect me always, in different degrees. It doesn't matter. So I was like, oh, cool. I took a couple pictures of it. It was like kind of a real bright orange, and it looked so full. I checked the phone; it was 98%. And I was like, all right, I didn't think nothing much more of it. And I sat down and lit the cigarette. Just there looking out in the yard. And then I don't know what happened, but I remember I turned around and I went to look back at the moon, and I swore it moved like quick. I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I'm fucked up. It's me. Maybe I went to take another picture. And then I said, fuck it. Went back to finishing my cigarette. When I was done with my cigarette, I looked back at the moon, and it had definitely fucking moved a good fucking amount of space in the sky. Like, I'm talking a good inch or so looking, and I'm like, this is crazy, I'm staring at it, seeing if I can see it fucking move in real time, and almost, believe it or not. And so luckily there's a tree in the neighbor's tree, and just the one sticking up, so it's all empty sky, the moon and the fucking tree. I said, I'm using the tree as my gauge to see if it's me, or I'm fucking dreaming or something, or the moon's moving quick tonight. And so that's what I'm saying out here. I lit another cigarette, started smoking it, put like music with my phone a little bit or something. I was disciplining myself. Don't look at it, because I looked, and where it was, there's like another little inch space or so before the tree. And I didn't mark it at first look, but I said, if it gets to that fucking tree, this thing is moving fast. I can't believe this, And so sure enough, by the time I was done with that second cigarette, the fucking moon had not only went over to where the tree was, but had like a good half of it had went behind it. It like moved like that far. So I knew, I was like, oh, I could imagine anything, in the air, sky like that, but having that tree marker there in the, to look at it, I don't know. I've never seen the moon fucking move that fast. And like, kind of try to explain it, the amount of distance it was, in the amount of 2 cigarettes. In the sky, like looking at the sky, using sky math, the moon, it had moved about that much. in the sky. And then it was starting to go down. And this was like at around 4. I stayed up for this little thing. I thought it was neat. It was crazy. I should have recorded it, I guess. I did for a couple seconds, but I was going to record it for an hour. Just to prove it, believe me, you know, everyone, fuck, I don't care if you do or not, you know. I'm just telling what happened for the sake of my journal, so I could log it, you know. There's something weird event happened to me. A lot of them do. And that's it. And I told my girlfriend after that next morning, she was, well, you know, she believed me because she knows I don't make up shit like that. Don't lie, and especially that kind of crap. So that was cool. So that happened. You know, and look, that was like days ago, and I'm just saying it now. I didn't really think that much of it until a little time goes by, and I was looking at the one again before. And you know, I'm not going to get into that kind of shit here in my fucking journal entry. What else do I want to say? I had a few things, but now I'm tired and forgot some of them. But I just totally went blank. Show you what I was doing before, a few minutes ago before, for fun. Oh, this rocket. Your choice ammo. These little tricks here. Damn it. Okay. Alright. Is it just a little teeny tiny little lead ball? It will fuck you up, man. Everybody's sleeping in this huge house. It's the basement anyway. Yeah. I just shot a jacket. Here's another little trick for you. These little balls are, I mean, they hurt. You know, they'll definitely do the job, but if you want to get a little more gnarly, a little piece of foil. Wrap it up in the foil, not too much foil, just to keep the ball shape. Now it's a lot bigger, and it's got the little sharp pointy edges from the foil. Tear through better. The more foil you put on it, the more wallop it gets. Some ideas for fun in the house, or fun in the basement, fun outside. All right, that brings up the other thing I wanted to mention. Metal detector finally came in that we ordered. And it's not as fucking anywhere near as easy as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be take it out, put it together, turn it on, walk outside, beep, 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 and find shit, you know. Have fun. But it's not like that. You know, it's a decent one. It's not the best. It's nowhere near the worst. You know, it's actually a little too good because there's too many options, I think. Too many things. And I've been reading the fucking manual now for a couple days now. You know, everything from, you know, calibrating the fucking thing with the different metals, coins, shit like that, and then the discrimination mode with screws and nails and bullshit metal, so it doesn't ring on that, but you gotta go through it, and then you gotta go and stabilize the thing on the ground, and you know, fucking do some shit and punch these things in, because all soil's different, and all soil's got minerals and all this shit, so it makes the reading thing go off. And then there's a whole bunch of other little things on that fucking thing that I don't understand yet. But I'm trying to, you know, I'm reading it, I'm not rushing it like I want to, but I'm doing it right. I'm taking the time, reading it, and learning it, and I'm realizing that, you know, it's like a little skill. You know, unless you have one of those kid ones or something where you just take it out, turn it on, no real computer shit, nothing really, just on, and the beep, 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 and, you know, but, you know, fun. So I figured this would be a good hobby for me. You know, I need a hobby, a good, that's outdoors, and it's something that's varies and it's always different, and I could do with my girlfriend. And I have not found anything with it yet. Went around fucking around with it the first night. I really had no idea what I was doing with all these things and numbers I got to put in, and for stuff I don't even know, you know, sensitivity, this, that. But I'll figure it out. I know I will. And then I'll go out and I'll find a bunch of money and treasures and fucking cool stuff. But, like I said before, it wasn't as easy as I thought. So what? Doesn't matter. If that happens, you have to just suck it up and do it anyway. Far too easy, so it's good. No, I don't want to put it down, quit. You know, or institute fake reasons and ideas that would stop you from doing something. You better watch all of that stuff too. Although my physical energy has been moderate to a little submoderate for my liking the past few days. But what can you do? You know, just got to roll with it, not make it worse. Heal yourself or give yourself whatever you're depleted from. Figure it out and do it. And again, most importantly, don't bleed on other people. Don't put your fucking bullshit guilt trips on them. Don't throw out the single word that you know it'll spark up the thing to talk about the thing to fucking help you and all that. You know, just do it yourself. And take pride in not even saying any symptoms about it. You know, like in that way, I look at it as you're beating the fucking thing by not telling one person in the world, like, oh, I feel sick today. Oh, I'm tired. You know, I can't do it. Oh, you know, I got a headache or whatever bullshit, you know. And why would you do this? Because bullshit sucks life down, and living honest and truthfully excels life, you know, in the right way. Everyone wants to cut corners and do bullshit like that. They're good. I see them good, but cut your corners. Good, go cut your corners. See how that comes back to you. True advancement is not taking a knife and stabbing the fucking person in front of you and fucking taking their spot. That's not true advancement. True advancement is when you troubleshoot yourself, fix it, rise up, rise above, and go over the obstacle or whatever the fucking thing is that is in the way. That's it. I'm signing out today. I'm signing off the end of the entry. I'm a little bit frustrated now because there were things I wanted to say and I didn't. I forgot them. But I got to get over that. I got to not, as much as I can, whenever I catch myself being my worst fucking enemy, we're sabotaging myself. We're going to, like, a future sabotage, or we're just bad talking. I got to knock that out. Like, get in the habit of fucking not doing that. And if anything, speaking positive to myself where I would talk negative. Because negative self-talk is it's just down. It's for the birds. It's what the devil wants, So fuck him, and don't do that kind of bad self-talk. Rest of the world's fucking not fair. You're going to be not fair to yourself too, on top of it. So I always look at it, I got the whole world, everything's against me. Why am I acting or doing things that are also working against me? That I was younger. Now I'm really conscious of it and try to, like, always not do that. But no, a lot of times when it's time to stop, unplug for the day, power down, when I start getting annoyed with the sounds of my own voice. Thank you for being here during my journal entry today of July 31st, 2026. So I am out at 0 dark 43 hours. 0 dark 43 hours.